Today's walk takes me to Clevedon. Just like Weston-super-Mare, Clevedon became firmly established as a Victorian seaside resort. Just like yesterday, I start near Small Harbour at the south end of the town. Initially, I will follow the Poets' Walk around Wayne's Hill. I will emerge above the marine lake before progressing past the sailing club to the pier. From there I'll pick up a coastal path along Lady Bay and Margaret's Bay, arriving beneath the golf club. A board at the start of Poets' Walk explains that it is so named because many poets and writers, including Coleridge, visited Clevedon. Tennyson's poem In Memoriam AHH was inspired by the death of his friend Arthur Hallam, who is buried here at St Andrew's Church. The path is initially quite steep. That board makes mention that in medieval times rabbits were farmed in a pillow mound. Some of the descendants have survived. As I continue, I glimpse St Andrew's Church for the first time and know that I am close to where I can launch the drone. The church was built in the 12th century on Anglo-Saxon foundations. It was added to in the 14th and 15th centuries. I find my intended point and send the drone up. Immediately apparent is St Andrews, softly bathed with the dawn sunlight. In the foreground is its extensive cemetery. Having climbed further, the view down the coast to Woodspring Bay is now visible. Given that it is only just dawn, most residents of Clevedon are still sound asleep. Beneath the rising sun is the marine lake. To the left is that iconic pier. Having brought the drone back down, I continue through woodland on the Poets' Walk. Soon I arrive at the lookout. This was erected in about 1835 by one Ferdinand Beeston. It was restored by the Clevedon Civic Society in 2006. It is from here, out of direct sunlight, that I capture this image. The marine lake was once a Victorian swimming pool. Now it is used for boating, and there are numerous signs warning of deep water and underwater obstructions. Behind the lake is the Salthouse Field, so named because salt was once mined here. Now there are multiple attractions including this light railway, a bowling green, crazy golf and tennis courts. Along Elton Road is this memorial inscribed to the memory of Annie Newman, erected by her husband. She died in 1883, and this was intended to provide water for people, for horses and for dogs. Next I pass the town sailing club, which I note is accredited by the Royal Yacht Association. Clevedon's pier opened in 1869, attracting tourists and providing a ferry port. It was described by Sir John Betjeman as the most beautiful pier in England. During stress testing in 1970, 2 spans collapsed. It was to reopen in 1989 and became a Grade 1 listed building in 2001. Further on I find and follow the coastal path, which passes between the cliffs and the walls of many homes. It's important to fly the drone to its maximum height of 400 feet if I'm to get the intended views. Panning around, I can see back down to the town. Those green spaces are the Clevedon Golf Club, which provides 18 holes, par 72 for men, par 75 for women. The clubhouse car park is visible. Golfers are clearly rewarded by a very attractive course. Before I recover the drone, I can't resist looking down. From 400 feet I am barely discernible. This photo gives some impression of the path along which I must now return. As I pass the marine lake again, I notice these brave swimmers have ignored the warnings about underwater obstructions, and the man is certainly not in deep water. I've thoroughly enjoyed today's trip. Clevedon remains a very smart town with much to recommend it. I'm nearing the end of my marathon, so if you wish to sponsor me, there is a link in the notes below.